Hi, this is Heather. Today I'm going to show you how to do the purl stitch. And I want to show you step by step, the movement of your needles and the movement of your yarn. And we have several stitches, I believe 15 here, casted on. I'm using a 10.5 needle. I am using a cable needle, but you can use regular needles. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our first loop. We are going to take our right needle and you're going to insert it. Actually, let me tell you about the yarn first. You might hear the term with yarn in back. When you knit, do the knit stitch, the yarn is in front. When you do the purl stitch, the yarn is in back. And when I first started, I used to put it over my thumb so I remembered. But you can do it any way you'd like. So we're going to take our right needle, insert into that first loop, and it's going to go above the left needle. You can hold your hands, your needles with one hand. I'm going to wrap the yarn around my hand. And now we're going to do our first. So we insert the needle. You're going to take your yarn from your right side to your left, wrap it around the top needle. And what's going to happen, this working yarn that you just wrapped around is going to fall beneath this needle, which is what you need in order to complete the stitch. So if you're having trouble doing that, let me show you what a normal stitch looks like. Wrap the yarn, bring the right needle down. I'm going to follow it over. Oh, sometimes it's hard to do it slow. Wrap the yarn, we're going to lower the right needle, follow through to the back. And that's the first stitch. So now we're going to do it slow. Insert the right needle, wrap it around from right to left. That working yarn is going to fall beneath this needle, and if you're having trouble doing that, after you wrap it around, bring this right needle towards you, allowing that working yarn to drop. When you're fluid, you'll just know how to do it. It won't be a problem. You can see it right under that left needle. At this point, you put the needles against each other and you just follow it all the way to the back. And that's our second. We do it again slow. Insert the needle through the next loop, right needle on top of left. You can hold the needles with one hand. Wrap it from right to left. If you need to, bring this top needle towards you, down a bit, and then put the needles against each other. And that yarn should be underneath it now. The needles are against each other. They're going to slide down, slide all the way. It's hard to do it slow, sorry. Do that again. Slide the needles all the way to the back. And then time to slide that off. We're going to insert our needle. Next loop, we're going to wrap the yarn from right side to left. If you need to, bring this top needle towards you, down a little, and then put them against each other. And you can see the yarn did go under the needle, which is what we want. Needles are against each other. We're going to slide them to the back. And then we're going to pull it off. And then you can hold your finger here if you like for your stitches not to fall off. We're going to go into the next loop, right needle on top of left. Hold the needles with one hand. Wrap the yarn from right to left. Hold the needles, one in each hand. If you want, take the top needle, bring it towards you, go down a bit, and then put the needles against each other so the yarn is underneath this hook needle. Sorry. Bring it down, follow it all the way to the back. And that's the placement of the needle and stitches. And then we're going to take it off. And let me show you what one looks like without going slow, just so you can see what it looks like. And I'll do one more. Okay, so now we'll do it slow again. Insert the needle. Hold both needles with one hand. Wrap it from right to left. If you need to, bring that right needle towards you and down a bit. Then put the needles against each other. The yarn is dropped. Needles are against each other. Now you're going to just slide it to the back. and then slip it off. When you're more fluid, you don't have to, pull the needle towards you and then go down. It will just be more fluid. The motion of your hands will automatically drop that yarn. So we're going to go in again. Next loop, wrap the yarn from right to left. If you need to, bring the needle towards you, down a bit, and then put the needles against each other. And slide down and go to the back. Do it a little bit slower. Insert the needle. Wrap the yarn from right to left. Bring the needle towards you if you need to. Bring it towards you. Go down a bit and then put the needles back together. And now you're ready to slide it to the back. And we'll insert the needle, the next loop. Wrap the yarn from your right to your left. Hold one needle in each hand. If you need to, bring the top needle towards you and down a bit, and then put the needles against each other. And just slide it all the way to the back. And then you can slide it off. And we'll do several more. Insert the needle above the left in the next loop. Wrap the yarn from right to left. If you need to, bring that top needle towards you and down a bit, and the yarn will have dropped while doing that. Needles are against each other. Slide it down all the way to the back. And slide it off. Insert the needle above the left through the next loop. Wrap the yarn from right to left. Hold one needle in each hand. If you need to, bring that top needle towards you and down so that yarn drops. The needles are against each other and you're going to slide it to the back. And we have a couple more. Insert the needle above the left in the next loop. Wrap the yarn from your right to your left above the left needle, top needle. If you need to, just bring the this top needle towards you and down a bit, and then put the needles back together so that yarn drops right there. And then slide it down to the back. And we have one more. Insert the needle through the loop. Wrap the yarn from right to left. Bring that right needle down and slide to the back. It'll be to the left of the needle there, or the loop. And that is how you do a row of purl stitches. And you might hear people call them purl bumps. And that is how you do the purl stitch. Thanks for watching. Bye.